Okay. Now this one's gonna be good. Okay. You're like, yeah, yeah. I'm pretty confident. Um, this is one of our old segments we used to do called Identify This Person. I hope you guys can hear me. This is an old segment though I used to do back in 2024. I had stopped doing it because I didn't have as many Bitmojis after a while. Like the Bitmoji died down. We only started originally doing it connected to the Bitmoji. And yeah, that was the only reason why I was doing it in the past. Okay. You're like, yeah. And so when my Bitmojis, like my visions and dreams and all that died down, connected to like people I didn't really know, then I stopped doing them as much. But the real reason why I did it was because there was people I was having dreams and visions of who I never had seen before, never met them a day in my life, and they were significant. And so I knew that I didn't know these people's names for a lot of them. All I could do was identify them through Bitmoji, and I needed help, right? So we're gonna do this again. One thing that's gonna be special about this is we had a conversation this morning, this rising, with Bernie Mac. Okay. You're like, no way. Yeah. We know he's deceased. He came through. Um, he was the last person actually that came through to me. And it wasn't in a dream. He revealed himself when I was just meditating. And I knew that he was there with me. I felt his presence. I started to hear his voice. And so while I'm Bitmojiing, because I needed Wi-Fi anyway to Bitmoji a few of these faces, while I'm like trying to just Bitmoji them as best as I can. Okay, you're like, yeah. Um, bear with me. I'm going to play the audio that me and Bernie Mac recorded together during our transmission, during our conversation. He gave me a lot of information. Okay. Now, I could sound crazy. I don't care. For me, it's like when I hear it, you're like, yeah, I'm going to put it down. Okay. When spirit reveals things to me. We also have um, messages for Ice Spice. That's going to be after the transmission with me and Bernie Mac. We have messages for Ice Spice. We have messages for uh, Golshifteh. I really hope I'm saying it right. We have messages for Shioli. We have messages for people who, um, somebody here I know watches me, but I don't know his name. It's a little boy. We have a message for a woman that works at the airport with the traffic mom that was raising me. No, we have a message for her. We have a message from Martin Luther King connected to SK. Your energy, Sean. You're like, yeah, okay. We have a message for Batman. Okay. Batman. So I'm laughing, Batman. Coming on Brooklyn. Batman don't like that. He's stupid, Brooklyn. Okay, so we do laugh. We got message for Batman too. All right. All right. All right. And then we have a message for Russell Wilson. And then that's it. I think that's everybody. You're like, yeah. Oh, and Miles. We have a message for Miles Teller. Okay. So that's everyone. You're like, yeah, for this segment for today. It's a lot of information. It's probably going to take me all together like an hour and a half, 2 hours max. Okay. So be patient with me. I know that the transmission alone is 50 minutes. So let's start with that while I make the Bitmojis. And I hope you enjoy the message. I hope you can hear it. I know you will. Hold on. Let's start with that. I'm going to go on mute. And we're going to first start with the transmission connected to me and Bernie. Let's do this. Okay. I'm going to say me and Bernie Mac transmission. Okay. That's the first thing we're going to show. You're like, yeah, just so everybody's aware of what's going on. Okay. Bernie Mac and I don't give a fuck. Is it gonna go away? What the fuck? We changed it. Why? Yeah, I don't want it to be changed. There shouldn't be a timer. Okay. What the fuck? Timer off. Timer off. All right. So let's do that. You're like, yeah. All right, sorry about that. Let's get started. I'm gonna unmute myself, but I'm gonna turn my mic off. You're like, okay, so you guys can hear it. All right. As we've already welcomed him, said, yeah, yeah. I want to know why he was here. He said, I'm here because you talked to someone. You spoke to someone. Michael. He connected to Michael Williams. That's right. He says he wants me to know more about that situation. Connected to Michael Williams. So I feel like that's who sent him. Yes. Michael Williams. He says, I want you to know more about that situation. There's things I need to tell you. He tells me to listen for a moment and just take my time. Okay. I'm ready whenever you are done. Okay, he's showing me a horse. Something got to do with a horse. A horse with a covering on their face. One of those things that covering. He said horse faces. We want to talk about horse faces, okay? He says he wants to tell me what they symbolize. He said dead man walking, dead man running. He said we would pay to go to those and do the bets. You pick a horse. Who you think gonna win the race? He said you put money on it. They win, they lose, so do you. He says they wasn't really focused on the horse racing though. They was focused on the dead man walking, the dead man racing. Okay. All right. He says it wasn't about the horse. It was about the money. Okay. He says you put your life on it when you put your money on it. stop. Hold on, hold on. I need to hear you clearly. Let me keep listening to him. Hold on. Yes, what does that mean? You put your life on it when you put your money on it. He said they tracking you down through what you're invested in. He says your life be attached to the money. He said how much longer you got, how much time you got is based off how much money you got. He said it wasn't about the horse. It was about you using the horse to make money. Okay? He said they life is your life. Okay? Say that again. He said once you start running for your life, you're going to end up losing your life. So you got to start running. You got to start racing for money. He said they follow you when you win. He said they follow us when we win. It's not about the horse. They follow us when we win. What do they do when you lose? He said they leave you alone. He said then you start racing again for more money. Okay? He said bids, bets. They attach that to your life and your death. He said, when you win, say it again. He said, when you win, you can bet on the horse. When you lose, you become the horse. You start racing again for more money. He said, but when you win, you can bet on it.
You got more power, but they following you. Until you lose again. They want you to become the horse. They want you to keep racing for the money. So that's what gets you killed. Mm. He said, that's what got me killed. He said, I became the horse. I stopped winning. He said, they watch you. Then they watch you. Watch you race. Watch you race for money. He said, now you're not in the stands no more. Now you a part of the show. He's showing me films, movies, talking about now you're a part of the show. Films, movies, TV, now you're a part of the show. He said, they watching you, betting on your life. You became, wow, you just became the horse. You don't even see it. They're making bets and bids on your life now. He said there can only be one winner. There can only be one winner per show. He said, and if you ain't the one winning, you gonna know. Because you'll start losing. You'll know. Losing opportunities, losing money. They want you to get back in the show. Oh my gosh, we want you to keep racing for the money. Then they give you a new opportunity. But that's right before they made a bet or a bidding on your life. You just became the horse. It's not about the horses no more. Now I'm in the wow, I'm in the show. Wow. I'm a part of the show. He said, same thing we was doing to them horses, they was doing to us. They did that to me. They did that to Michael. He said they bid it and betted on our lives, just like we bid it and betted on the horses. He said, but it was attached to life or death. Only one person can win the race. Only one per show. I'm hearing MAGA. I don't know what that means. I'm hearing MAGA. He said MAGA. MAGA. I don't know what MAGA means. I don't know that. He said it's a term. It means unfriendly visitors. He said, you know they don't like you. They're unfriendly. They ain't friendly. You know they don't like you. But they come around. They visit your shows. They watch your shows. They watch you do the film, all that. The shows, the movies, the film. They watch you. It's MAGA. Unfriendly visitors. They'll watch you when you at the parties. They already made the bidding on your life. So you just don't know. He said, but they show you they don't like you. They're not friendly. They show you. He said, "Nah, I thought, maybe because I'm black." He's stupid. He's stupid. He said, "They'll never like to see a black motherfucker with money." You stupid. They'll never like to see a black motherfucker with money. That's right. He said, "But no, no, no. It's different. It's deeper than that." He said, "It wasn't just because I was black. It's because I was racing." He said, "You gotta stop racing. You gotta stop competing. They're gonna make bidding and betting on your life. The more you race, the more you compete." He said, "You might as well just lose out on the opportunity, just lose out on the help." He said, "That keep you alive." He said, "You gotta go your own way." He said, "There's people that's done it. Tyler Perry. That's why he's still alive." Mm. Right. Right. He said, "I don't know Tyler Perry's story." He said, "But that nigga done did shit that kept him alive." And he said he found a way to do it on his own. He found a way out. He found a way to do it on his own. He ain't the horse. He in the audience. Mm. He said he'll never be a horse. He'll never be that. He'll never race. He made it out. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to be like. It's funny, Bernie. I was just thinking about my new movie that I want someone to help me write, and I was thinking, because I'm great at telling the story, giving clear, accurate information straight from the ancestors, straight from my higher self, straight from my experience. But I don't know how to screenwrite. I don't know how to write. And I've written plays, like little, sitcoms, little content creation plays, like things where it can do that. But in real time, if I wanted to make a movie, I would need a writer. I don't want to, and I don't have the patience. That's another true story. Even like I noticed when I was writing my book, I'm pages in, but I still don't have the patience to, you're like, yeah, keep going with it. There's so many other things my mind tries to comprehend every day, messages from the astral plane. And he said, yeah, the movies, that's hard. People write movies. I said, yes. And I was on it. I said, I want Gary to write my movie, my first movie. I want Gary to write my movie. I want him to do it. And I want it to have, many different chapters to it. Like, yeah, volumes, or I do. I want to turn it into a book, different books, like how they did 50 Shades of Grey. And I said, I want Gary to write it. And Spirit say that's a great choice. Give him the opportunity. He'll do a great job. He writes fast. You just gotta tell him the story. And they told me to go 2 years back. Start in 2023, when you found out Truly was missing. She didn't come back. The last time you saw Truly, go there. And I said, okay. So it's crazy to me because I was already thinking about, like writing movies, and he's saying, make sure you the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure you have control and you not the one just in the show. Make sure you have creative control and you're a part of the process, the writing and be a part of it if you're gonna be doing it because they gonna bet on your life. They gonna bet on your life if you win it. If you lose it, you just lose. You could stay alive like that. That just make you suffer. Being alive and broken, you like it make you suffer, right? That's the goal. But you'll stay alive. But once you start losing, they coming, or once you start winning, they coming for you. And it's when you're working with these people, you gotta be careful who you work with. Because they turn you into the horse. And so it's funny to me that I would have Tyler Perry write shit for me too. You're like, yeah, something different. I want Gary though to do the mystery shit because that's his shit. Gary does scary movies and stuff. I would want him because my life is like oh my gosh, a scary movie, right? It's like things you wouldn't believe. It's unbelievable shit that I've experienced and seen, and it's a mystery to it. So I was telling Spirit that they said that's a great choice. That's his new opportunity. And I was like, yeah, it's not a documentary. It's going to be a real nonfiction movie, like based off, like, yeah, real events, real life events. But I'm going to play real videos from my YouTube at those times that were significant. Um, I'm gonna put those in the movie as if it's happening in real time as the movie plays, and I'm gonna have to like dress in those outfits again and try to find. You're like, yeah, that's the goal. Make my hair look like that again as best as I can. You're like, yeah, that's the goal. And I have to be the actress. Is mine. You're like, yeah, that's the goal. And yeah, so that's significant. Okay, I just wanted to say that was something I already had been wondering, like how to do. It was because I want to have creative control, and I don't want people to be able to take my story. It's crazy, Bernie. Somebody tried to take my story and write it without my permission, and but still they were stalking me. It's an Aquarius man. He's a director and he was stalking me. He's like a writer or something. I don't know. He was stalking my life. He got caught. Kusaji, Virgo. Somebody here, a family caught him. He was done, and he was trying to write my story, but not give me no credit for it. But it was my story, And I was like, man, I'm so glad that he got caught up by a family because it made it to where he couldn't write. He couldn't do it no more. But he was doing that, and he started in 2024. He started trying to follow my life and shit since 2024. He was trying to write a movie on me. It didn't work. It backfired. He said, yeah, there's a lot of people who want to take credit. There's a lot of people for your shit. That's right. He said, for your talent. That's right. There's somebody always want to get paid for your shit. That's right. Yeah, I said, tell me more. He said, what do you want to know? I want to know more about MAGA. I want to go deeper with MAGA. Show me more if you can. Tell me more, okay? One moment. He shows me them wearing suits with they're black suits with like bow ties. It's not regular ties. They wear like bow ties, black bow ties. They come with glasses, black glasses, bow ties, black suits. He said they don't like to show you their eyes. That's MAGA. He said they don't like to show their eyes. Mm-mm. He said this is how they dress. I see they have earpieces in as well, like these clear wired earpieces in their ears. They almost look like securities, or like you're like, yeah, almost like Men in Black. That's what they look like. Men in Black. Okay, there's something to be significant about Men in Black, but that's what they look like to me, is Men in Black. That's right. Okay, now he's showing me Chris Tucker. Okay, that's significant. Chris Rock. That's not Chris Tucker, that's Chris Rock. Okay, hold on, Bernie. Now you're showing me Chris Rock. Okay, hold on. He said, that's MAGA. Chris Rock is MAGA. That's MAGA. With the Taurus? Hold on, I'm pulling out these tarot cards. Hold on, Bernie. Shut the fuck up. That's MAGA. He said, he's showing me Chris Rock. Chris Rock wearing the black suits, the bow tie, the black bow tie. With the Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus. That's MAGA. They could look like us too. It's not about the race. It's not your race. That's not what matters. That's MAGA. He MAGA. He make billions on people's lives. Shut the fuck up. He not like us. He not like us, baby. He's MAGA. That's MAGA. He don't act black. No, he don't act. That's your confirmation. He don't like his own people. He's MAGA. He's an unfriendly visitor. He show you he don't like you. He don't hide it. No. He's honest about the way he be. He fake, but honest fake. You know, somebody laughing with the Pisces. Leo. I'm an honest fake motherfucker. He is. Like when he was talking shit about Jada. You know, okay, Jada, we don't fuck with you, bitch. But what he said was disrespect. It was disrespectful. Like whatever that was connected to Will and Jada, you like, yeah, that was disrespectful. Like, you know, just as out of a man of color's mouth. I don't know. So it's like you look like me and you talking like that. But Spirit, that's what you showing me, Bernie. You like, no, there's a reason. He really liked that though. That's how he's trying to show me they would be like that. It's always just for play. It's not funny. They really like that. It's real. They fake. But they honest. I can't really explain it, okay? He said they talk good shit. They laugh, talk that good shit. And they not lying about what they think either. It's like they're honest, Spirit. They are. Just like Chris Rock. It's Chris Rock. It's not Chris Tucker. It's not the one from the Chinese movie. No. It's Chris Rock, the one who talk about Jada. So the thing is, like, he was honest about what that's what he really thought about. Whatever that is, Spirit showed me that's what he really thought about it. Whatever he said, it was his true thoughts. He not lying about what you gotta pay attention to what they say. But it's like they come off racist, or they come off prejudiced, or they come off disrespectful. I can't really explain it, but it comes off like a joke, or like you're like, yeah, I can't explain it. It's like satire. You know what I'm saying? It's meant to make you laugh or chuckle, or with an Aquarius. That's right. He's MAGA. That's an example. Okay. Wow. And he don't, Spirit show me like how Bernie showed he don't fuck with his own people. And he not kind, but he also be around. You know what I'm saying? Like you always trying to come around, but you don't even fuck with us for real, like type energy. And then you try to make these jokes and I don't know what that is, Spirit. With the Gemini, Pisces, I don't know what that is. But it's like you know he don't fuck with you. You know they don't fuck with you. They show you. They not gonna fake like they fuck with you. They just gonna try to be around you still. and I fuck with you. I don't know what that is. That's right. They honest haters. You stupid. You stupid, Bernie. That's MAGA. And he said they be at the parties. It's like they'll say slick comments. They be talking good shit, but you gotta pay attention to what they be saying. He showed me another one, Steve Harvey, Pluto the Aries, Capricorn, Gemini. That's MAGA. Shut the fuck up. That's MAGA. Steve Harvey MAGA too. Shut the fuck up. He wear them suits, right? You see him? That's MAGA. The way he talk to people, the way he pay attention. That's MAGA. He said it's a group. They always come around, but they make biddings and bettings on human lives. They treat them like horses at the horse race, and they make you feel like you gotta compete to get paid, and like you gotta compete. But you really, the downside is you're competing for your life. It's not for money with these motherfuckers. They already made a bidding on you before you took the deal, the movie, the show, the opportunity. Shut the fuck up. That's right. That's MAGA. So those are two prominent figures. He knows his MAGA. He says the Chris Rock, the Steve Harvey. They are prominent MAGA figures. Too dead. With the Capricorn. Too dead. Shut the fuck up. He said them little suits is your confirmation with the bow ties. The little bow tie. You stupid bow tie. Oh my gosh. Something is ridiculous. I had to do it like this because I feel like when they're deceased talking to me, it's like they want to talk to me. They can't show. I feel like when they show me themselves as a deceased person, if I know they're deceased, they show me themselves, that made me feel like they got something to say. They here with me, I'm here. I'm right here. That's how I feel, like they here with me when they do it like that, spirit. Because they deceased. I can't see you in the future. But it's like, I feel like if I'm seeing you like that, you want to speak to me. That's right. Okay. He wanted to tell me about that situation. It's connected to a group called MAGA. Men of color in this group. Genome, it don't matter. Age is men. A lot of men. All right? No, Leo. Yes, it is. A lot of men. It's not about your race. Like I said, it's about who's winning. Okay? It's about who's winning. And, oh my. You would have to be a different type of evil, though, to be a part of this shit. That's right, with the Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn. You gotta be that type of evil. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah. You would have to be evil like that. Like, your mind would have to be set up like that. Your heart would have to be set up like that. You would have to be a very hateful, evil, fucked up person with the Scorpio. You would have to be. It's not like they doing hits. That's not what this shit is. You're like, no, that's not how he showed it to me. No, it's not hits. No, that's not the way he described. You can think that people are still alive and they're dead. That's what MAGA do. They was doing the cloning, the AI. They get money out of you, alive or dead. That's what you're not understanding. They make bets. It's a bet. It's a bidding on your life. And oh my gosh. All you got to do is take the opportunity. You're like, yes, that shit, take the money and wait for the table to, wait for it to all unfold. You just wait on it. It's shit start unfolding in your life. And that's what I was trying to figure out. Thank you. I was trying to figure out, I said, what is all this connected to when we talk about me getting set up outside of just you, government? Okay, you're like, yeah, because we're one of the main problems. You stupid government. You so stupid to me. I can't stand y'all stink right. Yeah, I'll never talk to y'all when I made my decisions. The law is nothing. I'm talking to my ancestors. You're done. You don't get a third party with me. I don't talk to you, Congress. No, no, you're done. I've proven that I can make decisions for myself and for yourselves. You're done. I've proven that your choices are reckless. Your choices are dangerous. You're done. Problematic choices is what you do. Okay. So I was thinking, like, outside of the government, what is my abuse being connected to? I experienced this yesterday when I came back home from being out doing after I did the last video. I said, what is it connected to? Spirit say it's connected to celebrities, celebrity men. They said this is what they go through in their own life, whether they see it, know it or not. Outside of the government abusing you, because you know other shit that they got going on, whatever, okay, their own personal little vendetta, hate, whatever. Outside of that, though, like you started to be abused heavily connected to celebrities. SK was one of the first ones. When a celebrity is entering your life, there's already for a lot of them a bidding or a bet made on this person's life. We just got to see if they win the show. Like I said, do you win the race or do you lose? You're the horse. They're the horse. Now, if they run away from the show to try to come help you, no, okay. If they run away from the race to try to race to your bitch ass, Tiori, now somebody want to put a bidding and a betting on your life too because you just took them out of the show. You took my bet away from it. You took my horse away from the show. I need them to keep fucking racing. Yes, with Aquarius, Virgo, Sag. That's somebody's confirmation. This is my horse. This my giddy up, galley up. They don't even know that they doing it for me. And because I'm behind the scenes betting on their future, betting on their life. They only getting if they win that race, they only getting this new opportunity because I put a bet on them. All right, let's go again. Let's make some more money off this motherfucker until they like I said, you start losing. If you never lose, I want you dead. Spirit showing me Bernie Mac was never losing. You like, no, Michael Williams, these niggas never lost. They was always gonna be, you understand me? Like, they were always gonna be winning. It don't matter how old they got. I would have been winning to the test of time. I would have been winning for life. This is how they look at it. They're like, I'm a winner. I never lose. Every movie I'm in, it's a hit. Every TV it sells. It sells. You'll never forget these men. And it's once you start, you know, like they show me, like once you start pissing them off, you run away from the show. You getting away from okay, you start racing. That's why, but they don't want you to stop racing before you lose. They want you to lose first and then stop racing because you realize I'm gonna lose it. They need you to get insecure with yourself and they really don't fuck with you. They need you to be insecure and they need you to feel broken, ashamed, afraid, whatever that is, embarrassed. So they need you to lose in order for you to down south the race. Okay, you lost. But if you're not losing and you trying to run out the race and run off to race somewhere else, get out the race and go somewhere else, have your own little show somewhere else, like in Washington with this bitch Tiori. No, now we got to put a bit on her life too. She just took my money maker away. I didn't know I was making money for you. You didn't know that you got these opportunities for me. You didn't know I was the one pulling the strings for your ass. I put money on you. I need to see how far you gonna go. How much longer do I got to see you racing? How much stability do you got? Life expectancy, and it's all based right how long they can use you. But if you don't keep letting them use you, once you figure it out, they want you dead. You can't win without me. Okay. And okay. And you can't try to take this bitch with you to win without me either. Now I want that bitch dead. And so it was connected to people who already had bets and biddings on these men's life, unbeknownst to these men. And they try to put my life in jeopardy. You're like, yes. Yes. These men don't even know. And that's when I be telling these men, these niggas don't fuck with you. They say, they're like, what? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You don't get it. You stop showing up. Now we got to show out. We made a bet on your ass for the next race. I already got an opportunity lined up. You don't even know that the people you working with don't even fuck with you, right? Because we don't have Miles. Tell her. You don't even know that these niggas don't fuck with you. Your own co-workers, so you don't even know. All sent and set up and set out to fuck up your life. He said, it ain't no secret they don't like you though. That's not a secret. You could see it. He said it's written on their face. He said, that motherfucker show you don't like you. They shall do. They shall do, Bernie. You stupid Bernie. They do. They disrespectful. They show you. He said, that's MAGA. What else do you want me to know? He said the influence that they have on the world, that's where the government come in. They get influenced by the MAGA. Now they are part of the bet too. It's very interesting. That's right. He said, you have a lot to lose with these people. He said, get out. Look beside you, Taurus. You have a lot more to lose than to gain with these people. Get out. Kudo with the Pisces. Get out. Find your own way. With an Aquarius. That's right. That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. You find your own way. Don't use these people. Don't use their money. You got to find your own way. He's showing me that this is why they hate content creators like streamers, like Kai. He's showing me Kai. That's right. Kai Cenat. This is why they hate those type. They do their own thing. They make it their own way. Could with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Leo. That's right. And they need those streamers. With the side G. That's right, Leo. To keep them relevant, they using them because they made their own way. Could with the side G. Yeah, Kai did. Yeah, he did. With the Libra. Yeah, you did, DDG. You did. That's why they did that to you. That's why they needed some sort of control over you. They was trying to bet on you. But I need to be able to get in, right? I need my foot in. I need to get my foot in. How do I get to partner with you? Right. I need to work with you. That's very significant. They need you on their team. We got to make partnerships, deals. We got to use you. Oh my gosh, that's what Thomas Suit comes. That's just like Thomas. That's your confirmation. Thomas Suits. That's right. Solid confirmation. They follow you because you winning. You don't even know. They on your ass. Oh my gosh. I can't make it up. They see you. And they see you winning without them. Now how can I get you to win with me? So that I got to start making the biddings. I can't bid on you if I don't have no power, controller, a partnership with you. You have to be connected to an opportunity. It has to be connected to money. That's right. Kudos to Capricorn. It has to be. That's the only way I can bid on your life. You have to be willing to take the opportunity. You got to be willing to work with these people. Kudos to Taurus. Okay. Aquarius. That's where that come in. They hate the streamers. You did it without them. They hate you. And they act like, right, they act like you need them. You don't need them. They need you. You notice, shut up, Bernie. You tell them. You better tell him. He said, you notice your views went down once you got them celebrities on there. Your views didn't go up. Nah, you lost views. Your view can I thought this bitch I thought this bitch was gonna help me win, help me get right over the millions. This nigga, I thought you brought all them celebrities on your shit and your view count started going down. You noticed that? That's right. That's no bullshit. Go to Scorpio. That's your confirmation. They robbing you. They setting you up. He said that right there though is what they need. Access. And he's showing me that once you take that opportunity to work with these people, you start noticing you're losing money or your views are going down. You start losing. I can't explain it, spirit. That's right. You start losing, baby. And you wondering why you thought this person was gonna help you break even. I thought they was gonna help me. Right. I thought them working with me. Nah, they needed you. They needed you. They needed you to take the deal so they could start the bidding. And that's what they start. And I was like, wow. So when I think about Kai, something had to do with right before Kai got with his little girlfriend because she was a setup. They sent her out with the Aries, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, with Natasha. Spirit showing me something happened right before you made it with that bitch though. Before she came along with the Aries, Taurus. Remember that time connected to you too, DDG. Something happened right before they sent that death threat. Like you was winning or something. I was doing great. That's your confirmation. All of a sudden, this bitch come along. These niggas. You're like, what the fuck? That's your solid confirmation. You was winning before that though. Something here. Feel the Pisces. It was a setup, huh? Yeah, they set them up. And they didn't need these people. They would have been better off not working with them. Now they got fake friends, fake lovers. Their families fucked up some of them, you know. You're like, yeah. I like him too. Bernie said, I like Deshae. You like Deshae? I like Deshae. He go his own way. To the Capricorn. You like Deshae? I like Deshae. He go his own way. He don't get that many views because he go his own way. They fucking with Deshae. But I like Deshae. I like the way he do it. You know, the Leo, Capricorn. I like Deshae. Yeah, he's gonna be protected doing it that way. Keep doing it that way, Deshae. He's like, I'm going broke, bitch. I'm going. You stupid, Deshae. Okay, hold on, Deshae. Okay, wait. I'm going broke, bitch. I'm going. You've been there before, Deshae. That's nothing new for you. You're Capricorn. That nigga always gonna be able to make it out. That's a businessman. That's a businessman. Deshae gonna figure it out. You'll never be broke for long, Deshae. You're like, no. That's right. You'll never be broke for long. But he liked the way people like Deshae do it. They have a lot of creative control. They're in control of their genius. They create. There's no bidding. You can't just bid on that nigga's life. It's like, nah, with the Virgo. That's right, Taurus. It's certain ones. I like the way they do it. Yeah. They can't just bid on you. With an Aquarius. So there's certain ones that do it like that, but they be getting blocked, you know. But you're like, they already have clout. It's crazy. They already been in. Man, Deshae been on TV shows. You know what I'm saying? Like he got clout. Don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of energy. Like, come on now, don't act like this nigga already ain't been on the TV and shit, nigga. I like quit playing with his clout. But he stopped doing that. He stopped, and that protected him. I don't know if he know that. They was gonna bid on that from that show. He stopped. And they showed me like he started going his own way again. That's what he do. He can't help it. He need control. He got to feel in control of his work. That's right. And that's gonna keep you protected, the shit. You like, yeah, They can't just bid on your life if you ain't putting in on the bid, if you ain't working with them, or like letting them just use you. That's right. You will never be broke for long. And you ain't gonna die with that. But as soon as you're like, yeah, that's where you gotta be worried. You said, the views don't matter. There's many ways to make money. You don't need views to make money. You're a celebrity. You don't need views to make money. You already made it. There's so many other routes with an Aquarius, Scorpio. So I feel like he just wants these people to open their minds, be more open-minded when it comes down to your ways of generating wealth, because you're really popping. I'm popping. Hey, you really are. And just know that they are abusing you guys, the content creators. You're like, yeah, the live streamers and stuff. They're abusing you through you doing that, and you're gonna be able to see it because you know how great you are. Something here doesn't just die down that quick. That's the algorithm thing. Somebody's fucking with your numbers and shit. So spirit show me you have more ways to make money, especially if you already made it. Beside you, don't just limit yourself. Okay, you're like, yeah, you can make your own content with film. You'll be surprised. You can make your own shit. He's showing me you can do your own shit. And he's showing me shit like Patreon. You can use Patreon. That's right, with the Aries. You can put your shit on Patreon, have people subscribe to your Patreon. There's different ways. Make your own content, but don't use these people. They gonna start abusing you. Patreon won't abuse you. You're like, no, they can't. It's all based off your subs, and you get paid. You choose how much you want people to charge. You choose how much you would want them to charge for them to view your content. You can actually put fighting on Patreon. You could put nasty shit out, titty showing up. I'm just being honest. You could put it out there, rated R shit, and you can get paid for it every month as a subscription. It's kind of like OnlyFans. You're like, it's you stupid. They said, look at Patreon for content creation. You'll do great on there. You'll make money, Deshay. People like Deshay, though. Like people who already got clout. You got already have a name for yours. You're like, yeah. And you got to do content. You got to be able to record your own shit and create your own shit, But for people like actors, like fuck, I would just recommend you working with independent contractors if you can't do it yourself. Like I said, Gary, he don't work for nobody right now. They fired Gary, so I'm like, shit, he could write for me. Like try to find independent contractors and people who just work for themselves, independent directors. You like, yeah, like Tyler Perry. They showing me these type of people because these people don't lose, but they also stay protected. Because Pisces, Taurus, they don't die. Like it's not easy to kill this man. Not these type. And it's like they won't try to rob you. You're like, yeah, try to trap. They don't have those intentions. It's like working with an independent artist. If you're an artist, you know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, this motherfucker. You work with Russ. Russ ain't trying to rob nobody. Russ ain't trying to set nobody. Nigga, if we make this song, it's genuine. It's like that. He ain't even thinking about that because their mindset is already on that type of time when they're like you in that type of way. Like, nah, I know how that feels. I know what it's like to be possessive over your work, and you know what I'm saying, want to keep your credibility. Like somebody know when they're already on that type of time. And like, yeah. But I feel like that's what they're saying is like you're gonna want to get out the industry in a way to where you're working with these big people, these teams. Don't work with the teams because that's the MAGA. They're connected to teams. With the Cancer, it could also Leo. It could also be connected to secret societies. That's the MAGA. You're like, It could be connected to secret clubs or secret, okay, where you need a card to get in. You need a membership. Okay, with the Gemini, Leo. Okay, but that's how Apple was linking to all those setups because Apple, Apple Productions, Apple TV, I don't give a fuck. That's how Apple was leaking. I said, what the fuck? Because something had to do with like a MAGA effect. It's a lot of them. They all like that. With Aquarius, all like that. Leo, because I Scorpio, Aries. I said, no fucking way. That's what your confirmation is like when it's like teams like that, somebody here, baby. It's just like going to a horse race. You're the horse, they're always in the audience, making the, you don't even know. You don't even know. Mm. Is that it, Bernie? I gotta go pee. I'm over here. We've been talking for an hour. This is gonna take the whole video. So this was all pre-recorded. But I feel like that's it.
And it was okay. You're like that was connected to him. Okay, I got all the bitmojis created. I'm ready to go through. I already wrote everything, so this is actually gonna be really quick. And I'm gonna go back home, get some rest. Okay, you're like, yeah, okay. So this is for everyone else that I said we're gonna be speaking to. Spirit has a message for you. It is not nothing to anger you. I'm not that type. I'm not doing this work to hurt anybody or to trigger anybody. I mean, unless you're trying to hurt me or trigger me, you're like, yeah, then okay, two could play that game. Right. And so if it's not like that though, like if your energy's genuine, I'm not on that type of time. You're like, no, I don't have that intention when I do this work. My intention is just to get the truth out and like get the message out because it's something for everyone. Okay, let me do this before I share this one. Hold on, Spirit. Let me start with Ice Spice because she actually was the first person. I told you Bernie was the last person. So let's hold it. Let's start with Ice Spice. All right. Before I even get to this, you're like, yeah. Let's start with Ice Spice, and then I'll start showing you the emojis. Okay. You're like, yeah. All right. Ice Spice. So Spirit said Spirit showed me Ice Spice, right? And she looked different, but I knew it was her. And I said, "What's significant about Ice Spice?" And it was connected to her breaking the rules. Something has to do with what she does for work. They got rules. Could with the Libra, Taurus, and she was supposed to be holding back from leaving. There's a person who's contacting Ice Spice saying they want to work with her. Spirit showed me it's a Capricorn man who do the music. And Spirit said she's not supposed to be working with people outside of her team or outside of her area or outside of whatever this is. Okay, you like it's a rule. It's one of the rules in her label she's in, or the team she a part of. I don't know what label this is. I don't know what team Ice Spice work with connected to the music industry, but I know that she not following the rules and she needs to be protected. It's not about her like being you're in trouble. It's not like that. No, it's like to protect her. Spirit says she on her way to a Capricorn man for a new opportunity to reconcile and work with him doing some music. And the only downside about it is that if she goes, she dies. They said that if she stay where she's at and follow the rules, she'll live. But that Capricorn got a hit on her head. And I said, what the fuck? They said, that's all I want you to tell connected to Ice Spice. Don't go. Follow the rules. Don't break your team's rules. There's reasons for these rules, okay? Could be with the Taurus. Hold on. Leo. So Spirit said there's reasons why they have these rules. Because you don't know, people would try to act like they want to work with you the whole time. They trying to set you up to get you killed, to rob you, and all the time. You don't know. You like, yeah, but there's reasons for these rules. Spirit said it's nothing to make her feel, guilty or anything like that. We just want her to be protected because if she goes, she dies. But if she stays, if she listen to whatever her team or follow the rules that they gave her, she'll survive. And they said, let her know, never, don't even think to break the rules, okay? Because anything can get you killed when you're not following those standards. There's reasons why they made the rules that they made. People done it before and got killed, like you. Somebody here already been through her story, her shoes. You're like, yeah, yeah. So that's what she needs to know. She on her way to a Capricorn man. He do the music or something. He about to kill this bitch. No, it's a secret though. She's running away. It's a sneak away because she really want to work with the Capricorn. She really want to work with this man, but he got a hit on her head. They gonna kill her right when she get there. There ain't gonna be no working. You like, nah, connected to a party or a gathering or drinks or something. I don't know. So she need to stay home. After that, Spirit showed me the woman. Golshifteh again. Golshifteh, uh, 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 Anisha from the show Invasion. Okay, and I said, what's significant about Anisha? You know, and they said she connected to a man. There's this man who I guess he like her. The man do like her, like that's true. He do like her, but the only downside with that is that the man, he has a love for money that's like it caused him to rob people. It caused him to do bad things. It would cause him to rob her. Spirit said he could be a Scorpio or an Aquarius, but the man is her race. He's like her race, or he's connected to her roots or her culture. You know what I'm saying? He could speak the same language as her. If not that, they just come from the same parts. And so Spirit said it's so bad that if she fuck with this man, he gonna rob her. Like he got he got a stealing problem. He a thief. And they show me it's not just with money. We're gonna go deeper. And they want me to know this man will only ever love money. That he can't, his heart is sold to money. You like, yeah, it's a love of money. He got a greed concern. You like, yes, and they gonna get him killed. That's his deadly sin. It causes him to rob people and lie about what he does for work. Now, after I saw her, it was connected to this little boy. This boy, okay, you see him? Yeah, hold on, let me show you. This is a little boy, this Asian boy, right? You like, yeah, he an Asian boy, and he watches me. And what's crazy is he live in the same house right now. He's being trafficked in the same house. That man I was just telling you about connected to Golshifteh. Okay, you're like, yeah, Anisha, right? Anisha, you stupid. Connected to hey. He lived with that man. You like, shut the fuck up. No, it's a secret. He's being trafficked by that man. That man robbed this little boy, and he's been illegally taking care of him. And this little boy found me. This little boy he's not even connected to Anisha. Golshifteh, hey, you like, yeah, Golshifteh, hey, he not connected to her. He connected to the man that want to be with her, that's connected to her. But that man's not Asian. The man's from wherever Golshifteh is from. He's connected to her culture, not Asian. Okay, two different cultures. You're like, understood. But what's significant is he lives with that man, and he's a little boy, and he watches my YouTube. Yeah, he found me either on YouTube or Twitch or Kick or something. And I said, wait, this little boy right now, he watching me? I said, how did he find me? They said, through his own way. He's guided. This boy is guided by the spirit. He needs to be protected. But he's being trafficked by that man that wants to be with Golshifteh. And the man been lying about what he does for work in his living situation, everything. He stayed with this little boy, and this little boy is being trafficked by him. He stole the boy. You like, yeah. That's one of his jobs. Human trafficking. He's just the overall thief all the time. You're like, yeah, money, families, children. I don't care what you got. I'll rob it. Oh, it make me money. That mine. I want that. I want that. So this little boy, I told Spirit, what you need me to tell this little boy? Spirit said, little boy, don't tell this man about me that you watch me. Keep this a secret from that man. You like, yeah, we know that he get angry and abusive when you try to open up your heart, and when you try to, right, tell him what you feel on the inside, tell him what you know. He get angry, he get abusive. So Spirit said, don't tell him about me, little boy. Keep me a secret. Okay, you're like, yeah, keep me a secret from this man. Keep all this information a secret. You like, yeah, because he don't like that little boy. Every time a little boy gets sad or emotional, or every time a little boy starts to open up his heart or open up his mind, he abuses him. You're like, yeah, this man's fucking delusional, connected to uh Golshifteh. You like, yeah, you would never know. It's her fake lover. And Spirit said he just need to be protected. If that man, like, if you watching me, you need to be hiding. Every time you watch me, hide, 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 hide. You're like, yeah, run away, put some headphones on, act like you watching something else. I don't know. You like, yeah, go the beta squad. Go watch the beta squad. Something like that. AMP. Like, I like you watching something else. You like, yeah. Don't act like you watching me. Make it cool. Like, oh my gosh, make weird noises and stuff. Just act like you're not in tune, because he's too smart. You're like, he's enlightened. He found me, and he connected with me, and he understands me. You're like, yeah.
and he needs to be protected. But the only way I can protect him is through Golshifteh, knowing this motherfucker. You like, yeah, Golshifteh knowing this motherfucker. And the nigga who's illegally raising him, you're like, yeah, that man that's trying to be with her, because she would like him too. They connected, but she don't know his real story. She don't know his real name. She don't know the real nigga. Okay, it's all a money scheme. It's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup. And so Spirit said, you need to tell her, don't tell them that we know about the little boy, because he'll hurt the little boy. We gotta protect the little boy. He like, yeah, he don't know me though. The man, he don't watch me. This little boy watches me. He would only find out about me if it was through the little boy, the Asian boy, or Golshifteh. Okay, so that's what Spirit needed me to tell him. Okay, after that, all right, let's go down. We're almost done. I know we're almost done. I saw this woman. This woman works for the airlines. Her name's Lisa. She was this woman that I remember when I was growing up, connected to her being my trafficking mom's best friend. And I remember she always worked with my traffic mom. You like, yeah, the trafficking bitch at the airport. And Spirit said what's significant about Lisa is that she was working at the airport when the robberies were happening, when Mondre was robbing you guys, when Mondre robbed you and the other ones. You ain't the only one that was getting trafficked. You're not the only one. This bitch is a thief. And it was connected to the airport. The airport paid Mondre. Listen. I can't make it up. Connected to Tasha, the bitch in jail that just tried to get me killed. You're like, no fucking way. Connected to CR and Hens. You're like, no fucking way. I can't make it up. She was connected to Lisa in my fake mom Mondre at the airport. Tasha was. And Spirit shows me when they were in the past, when they were working together, Spirit showed me that she remembers my fake mommy getting an invitation from her job, the airport. My fake mommy, she works for the Alaska Airlines. She's been working there for over 30 years. Okay. You're like, yeah, okay. She works for Alaska Airlines. Okay. That's very significant. She's working there over 30 years. And Spirit said she remembers this, that Lisa remembered the invitation connected to a party. It was an invitation to a party, and we could sneak you into the party, and all you gotta do is rob these children at this gathering. Good at the Cancer, Aquarius. And I said, wait, her job asked her to do it. They said Tasha was working with the airport. That's your confirmation. She connected to the government and the airport. And they said that it was through Alaska Airlines that they had knew about parties and celebrations going on connected to children, because they were stalking people through the airport who was flying. You like, shut the fuck up. On them planes, they still do it today. That's why you gotta pay attention. They watching who flying, who that's how they know what you be doing connected to where you go. Sometimes you think that niggas ain't follow you. Niggas is always on your ass. They always on your ass, famous or not. You don't know who you are. But her name Lisa. She's my confirmation that my fake mommy is a trafficker. She's a human trafficker, and she been using her job to do it. And the airlines, the airport, you're like, no fucking way that they invited her to do this connected to Tasha. That is very significant, Spirit. This is what she looked like in my dream. You're like, yeah. But she didn't have this outfit on. She had on like some jean capris, some all black sunglasses, and a peach t-shirt. But her hair looked like this. You know, you're like, yeah, her face and everything. But she wasn't dressed like this. She was outside of a location wearing a pink, like a peach shirt, some jean capris, and some sunglasses, all black. But I just dressed her like this because this is my confirmation of who she is. She's the one that worked at the airport with the woman who was trafficking me. And my sister was working there too at the airport. And what's significant is when I remember Spirit showed me this Aquarius man who was trying to get confirmation of this too. Hold on. He worked at the airport, and he was connected to Mondre, the woman who raised me, when she robbed me. He knows I'm not bullshit. Where's he at, Spirit? He's an Aquarius man. I've been emoji him in the past. He my confirmation. You see, I got over 100. I got 104 Bitmojis. This is how long I've been doing this. This is not no joke. This is real life work. This is my work. You're like, this is mine. You see these bitches and niggas? This is my work.
It makes me laugh. Something here's gonna make me a fucking billionaire, trillionaire. You're like, yeah. Okay, wait. Where are you? Where are you? It's the Aquarius man spirit. Hold on. Aquarius. No, Aquarius. Hold on. But I'm connecting him to Lisa. That's not. No, he's not up there. He's down more. Okay. Hold up, you guys. Aquarius, where are you? I feel like I'm getting warm. These guys were connected too, but they weren't connected to the airport. But they're white boys. But they were the white boys. They were connected to the trafficking. You like, yeah, these white family members. Okay, where's the Aquarius spirit? Hold on. I gotta really take my time with this shit. I'm about to get irritated. I know he on here. I'm on there. I know you are Aquarius. I made sure of it. I need to find you so I can keep it pushing. I gotta hurry up, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh wait, this is the Aquarius. This is what he looks like. He's the first one. You dumb bitch. Okay. This is the Aquarius. You like it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Ha ha ha. So this is the Aquarius. This is what he looked like. He was the first one I bit emoji. He was connected to me when I was an Aries in the past life. And I was Kanye West's daughter. It was a past life. That's how I first saw what he looked like. I was working with him. But the spirit showed me today. He worked connected to the airport. And he was trying to get my fake mama out of here because he knew I wasn't bullshit. But he was connected to me. I was Aurora. And I was Aurora Jones. Something like that. You like, yeah, I remember. I remember. I was Aurora. And they robbed me, okay? Now, after that, so we're done with that. You're like, Spirit just need me to know she not crazy. They need you, Lisa. They need you, Aquarius, because you guys know I'm not bullshit. I know this bitch was a fake best friend. I know this bitch wasn't a real friend, real mommy. This bitch was just faking the funk. She was an actor. This bitch was an actor. That's why I gotta get her out of here. You like, yeah, this bitch still acting today. She's so proud. She's so proud to be a fake mommy. She's so proud of it. I can't make it. You know this bitch. Confident. You got to make her feel guilty. You got to tell her. You got to tell her you remember. She got to get scared. See, when you start remembering this bitch, you got to show her you know. So this bitch could playing with people, right? Because she think it's funny. She want to take it to the grave. That's fine. After that, I saw this girl, right? This girl, she was no greater than 4 years old. She looked like she had to have been 4 years old, 3 years old, a little ass girl, 2, 3, 4 type shit, no greater than 4. Her hair looked like this though, right? And I don't really know what she had on because I couldn't really see her outfit, so I just put something on her. But I asked Spirit, who was that? Who's this little girl? Spirit said, you know that Shioli? She an adult today. You know that Shioli from the TV show Invasion. And I said, no fucking way. Spirit said, that's Shioli. When she was a little girl, a baby. And I said, why are you showing me her as a baby? What's significant about Shioli? And Spirit said, Spirit said her childhood. They said that they said that what's significant about her was that in the past she was robbed from her biological father by the man that's been raising her today, the fake father she has today. They said she need to know that she was robbed when she was that age group. However old Shioli was when her hair was like this, you're like, yeah, hold on. However old Shioli was, oh wait, I gotta take off this transmission with Bernie Mac. Sorry, Spirit. However old Shioli was when her hair was like this, that's when she was robbed from her dad. And it was by the man who's been raising her today, her fake father. That's not her real dad. Spirit showed me that her father worked with this man who been raising Shioli by trafficking her, human trafficking her, that they was working together, and that she was always with her father after her mom and her dad split up. They were broken up. I don't know what happened. I didn't go deep into that, but I know that they weren't together when Shioli was robbed. And I know that Spirit showed me that Shioli, her father would take her to work with him because he was a single father raising Shioli. And so the job, her father's job, would get angry, right? Because he would bring her to work, and they didn't like that. They were jealous of him. They were judging him for being a single father and for bringing his daughter to work with him, trying to just do it all. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, Superman shit. He was trying to do Superman shit. But they said that they said that they said he was killed by that man who's been raised in Shioli, because that man was hateful. That man was jealous of Shioli's father. He could do it all. Especially, he's a single dad. When he was alive, he was taking care of that girl. He was taking her to work faithfully, bringing her everywhere. You like, yeah, because the mom was at a distance. And Spirit said they just killed the father and took Shioli. But Spirit said her mama been looking for her. That her mama today would be in another location. And this is what her mom looked like. They showed me her mom. This her mama. You like, no fucking bullshit. No fucking bullshit. I said, that's her mama. They said she alive. Cool. The Aries, is she in another location? She at a distance from Shioli. And they said that she knows Shioli's missing. She been looking for Shioli. And they said she's still alive. They said she would have knew that her father went missing. You know, Shioli's dad went missing or passed away, but she knows Shioli's missing today. And she shows me that she don't have no contact with Shioli. That they're blocking her and Shioli from coming together. Her fake parents, Shioli's fake parents, and that Shioli needs to remember. Spirit told me that her fake parents know where her mother is. They know everything I'm saying is true, and that they need to be scared because they owe. You know what I'm saying? That's debt to pay. They've been on the run for this. They said that her mother's been looking for her, and they said that her fake parents, all Shioli would have to do is tell them, like, she know, make them feel guilty, like they gonna get scared because they gotta tell her. I said that's all that she gotta do. She just gotta know and tell them that she know. And I want to find where my mama, because y'all clearly took me. She want to find her mom, and they said that Spirit said once she do that, they confess. You know, it's the guilt. You're like, yeah, she know too much at that point. So that's all they needed me to tell Shioli. This is what her mama looked like. Somebody know I ain't bullshit, but they robbed her mama. You're like, yeah, I just saw like a little orb going above my head, right above like my eyebrow. It was an orb. The spirit is moving. Okay, so you like, yeah, that's connected to Shioli. Okay, wait, hold on. All right, after that, I saw this man. You like, yeah, this man. I think he's the last Bitmoji. Yeah, he is. This is the man who owns the houses that the Leo man connected to Miles Teller was staying at. Just like how Diana Syncreton owned those homes, you know, yeah, he owned the homes that this man, I think his name was Larry, I don't know. He owned the home that this man was staying at, connected to uh Miles, and he worked with Miles, but this man knew that I was getting set up because he was helping. He didn't like what I did for work, and I guess he let them abuse me. But now he's in jail. But what's crazy is, you're like, yeah, that man that came and try to scare me yesterday when I was on live. He nigga named Larry. He tried to come here and scare me, try to piss me off, try to, you feel me, acting like he was looking for a charger port. No, he was just triggered, try to trigger. Nigga, you was moving like a crackhead. I know, scary movement, like it looked like before you die type of moving, you like, yeah. And it was, bitch said as soon as he left, this nigga never made it back home. He died on his on his way back home. I said no. All right, we do laugh. The cancer did it. The cancer did it. The cancer. I do laugh, Cancer. I love you so much, Cancer. You like, I saw him. I'm like, Cancer, this nigga move like he guilty, nigga. You moving like you guilty. You moving like you crackhead, nigga, on my soul. So Cancer, you had to stop it, and I show gratitude. Spirit be revealing you to me, and I be seeing you, Cancer. I be grateful. I don't be knowing sometimes until I get back home. If you're one of the ops, or you're like, yeah, or if you're all I got, something be like, I don't know. Sometimes, Cancer, you be pulling up in different vehicles and all type of shit. I don't know. But Spirit say, nah, it be you every time. I can always depend on you to be outside. I could depend on the Kisser. I'm talking about I seen him show up for me at my house. You like, yeah, just to see if a nigga was out there stalking me, just to see if a bitch was out there, nigga. Who got it? Who won it? I'm telling you, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning at the Safeway. You like, yeah, needed their Wi-Fi, and he pull up quick. Is when I found out about Dayana. When I found out about what's her name's sister, Viola Davis's sister. It was that video. It was like 3, 4 in the morning. He pulled up. And I was like, nigga, is this one of the ops, nigga? Or is this all I got, nigga? I don't know, nigga. So I just kept it pushing because it was cold. It was raining a little bit. I was just like, fuck. I just came out there to just tell you guys I knew. But yeah, not this man went to jail though. The man in this Bitmoji, he's in jail. He's mad because that's his houses. He owned the houses connected to Larry and all the people setting me up. That little boy, I guess, got taken. I see everything I said. The only person that died, it looked like, was the man who came in here stalking me, doing the weird shit, Larry. They're like, yeah, he's dead. But everybody else in jail, or like I said, CPS. No, CPS. 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 So we do live CPS. Okay, wait. You like, okay, so that's it for the Bitmoji portion. Now I'm gonna just tell you a couple things and then I'm really done. You're like, yeah. After that, I'm really done. I'm gonna tell you a couple things and I'm off. I don't have nothing else to say. All right, so that's all the Bitmojis. That's every Bitmoji. Okay. All right, so I saw Martin Luther King. We know he's dead, right? We know that. But he wants me to remember when me and Will Smith and Gary in a past life try to put him in. It was my past life for sure. We try to put him in jail in the past because he was guilty. I know why we try to put him in jail now. I know what he did. I remember because I was there when he did it. But I had died and came back to life. You like, yeah, I wasn't a Pisces no more. But when he did this crime, he was a little boy. He couldn't have been no greater than 14, 13. Like, yeah, he was little. He was little. I remember I was there. I told him to kill. I told him to do it. And that's why I knew he was guilty, but I didn't put two and two together that it was my fault because it was another lifetime. The lifetime I was with him when he killed that motherfucker was a different lifetime. I can't explain it. You like, yeah. But what happened was he's told me, I said, what do you want, Martin Luther King, right? He said, I want you to remember when I was the little boy, the hitman. And I want you to remember when you were raising me out in Afghanistan. He was, I want you to remember me. Remember the Capricorn little boy you was raising in Afghanistan. I said, oh yeah, the one that wore the little cargo shorts, the little tank top, the little sandals, the AK. I said, that motherfucker. That right. That was me. I remember it was you. I know that it was you. We already established that as a little boy. But he said, I feel guilty. He want me to know. He feels so bad. He said, because he shot SK. And it wasn't SK as SK today. It was SK as Malcolm X. This is very significant. You're like, that is SK soul, Malcolm X. Sean Patrick's soul is the same. It's reincarnated Malcolm X. I would not fucking lie to you. Malcolm X died when it was in the past though. He died when Martin Luther King was a little boy. That's significant. You're like, yes, it was a secret. They cloned Malcolm X. I swear to God. That's the only reason why he was still living when Martin Luther King was growing up, like when he got older, because these niggas cloned Malcolm. They needed him to stay alive to run the fucking government, right? You're like, yeah. So I said, he said, I want you to tell him I'm sorry. Tell SK. He said, I remember when I killed him. And he said, I know it was a big secret. And he said, I know nobody knew that Malcolm went missing and that he was cloned. And I said, yeah, he was killed outside my house in a past life in Afghanistan. When I was a Pisces, I said, and I had him do it because he was one of the little boys out in Afghanistan. They were learning how to kill because it was a jungle. It was a war out there. You're like, yeah, but we were protected. Like, it was still home. You know, it was the hood. Today, the community would look it would look identical to the military base, army base, JBLM, like right outside of JBLM. They're like, yeah, it would look identical to JBLM. That's how you knew it was connected to military and shit. We was right by the military base, but they mocked that. Like, that's a mock-up of a location in Afghanistan, and it would look like It would look like a location in Lakewood, Washington, also known as Chocolate City today by the JBLM, and it would have been connected to these apartments and all type of shit. You're like, yeah, Garden Park apartments, all these apartments next to that military base today. It looked like the same type of mock-up design, just a little different, but you get the basis. You're like, yes, okay. And so we was out there, right? And I remember it was because Malcolm as SK, you like, yeah, it was SK though. It was. I remember Malcolm as SK. This nigga had it. He tried to take the children from me out of Afghanistan. We were fucking around though. I was poly, and he had came to visit me on the low. He didn't tell people that he would visit me. I was his assistant in a past life. You're like, yeah, connected to him working with the government, and he didn't tell people that he was coming out to Afghanistan to come see me. He had a nickname for me. He would call me it was I it was Aite Aite Yodiola. Aite Aite Yodiola. And it was from Latin root word ayudante, meaning to help, like assistant. And it was from it was like relic. It was Yodi meant divine light, radiance, divine light, and Ola meant ancestors, descendants, or the ancestors relic, right? And he called me that. That was my nickname. It was Ate Yodiola, and it meant assistant, divine light of the ancestors, right? Like she was my assistant. And so that was his name for me. Spirit shows me I was the gifted psychic, I was the seer, I was the assistant, but I was a secret because of the religion, right? You're like, yeah. And I was hidden in Afghanistan. I remember in the dreams SK would take trips. I had a lot of dreams of SK. You're like, yeah. I dreamed about his death. I remember it was my first dream with SK. And that nigga funny as hell. He pissed me off though. He had came and tried to take the kids, but it wasn't like he wanted to like do anything to harm him. He really wanted to protect him. He was trying to get him to the states. He wanted to take Martin, my children. Like I had a couple of kids, and then I was raising children like Martin, and there was other kids. There was Libra. There was other kids that was at that house. Leo, but they were killers, Capricorn, and I trained them, and I I had help. It was a community. We had our own little community. Yeah, we was living in the trenches, nigga, but we was a family. We was protected, and we was running that bitch. You like, yeah, like that was our trenches. And so I was mad because SK tried to get them out the trenches and take them to the states. I did not want them to go to the USA. I wanted us to stay in Afghanistan. We had roots there. It was very symbolic, and he wasn't trying to do that. He didn't listen to me, so he waited till I went out of town, or I went somewhere. Like I left for a little bit, and had other people with the children. I had people that were next door neighbors, because we were living in like an apartment setup. It wasn't a house, it was apartments, and we was running them apartments. But I had left for a little bit, like maybe a day or two, because somebody had already took some of my family. That's right. During a party, we was having a celebration. I was supposed to be going somewhere, working or something, and I just remember I had to stop everything I was doing because they brought a hitman inside with a gun. He was wearing all black. I find out today it's that cancer man connected to Reggie Jones, the one that played the football. You like the one that was connected with his wife, the white bitch? Yeah, it was that man. He worked in the government. No, he he do work with the government. He do the AI. He makes AI. It was him. And he's a big ass buff cancer man, right? He's big, he's buff, he's black, he works with the boxing. And no, yes, he was connected to Ricky, my past life son, when I was Cappy. I already know everything. He makes the AI. He made Ricky's AI son. Nigga all of a sudden started acting crazy because this nigga went to jail and couldn't control that little boy no more through his technology. So what I had found out was that man, he set me up. He came and took some of them already during the party, and there was only so many left. So I had to try to find those family members, but they weren't in the country. He took them to the states. That was what fucked me up. And he was working with SK in the past life. That's what fucked me up. Connected to the government. That's what fucked me up. But SK knew that. And SK, he came and he waited. He wanted to tell me what was going on. So he waited in my house. He already had a key to get in, because we was fucking with each other on the low. I was his assistant and shit. So it was like he was able to. I trusted him. Come, you can come in my house. You feel me? It's nothing like I didn't think he would do this. And he had a gun on him. He was sitting on my couch with a gun, and I just saw him holding my babies hostage. Like I was angry at him. I'm like, nigga, why you in here with a gun and my babies? Like, nigga, where's the family that I left? Like, I'm confused. Like SK. So I didn't even want to talk about it. I already knew it was him and these people trying to get my family to what they call salvation, but I didn't trust the states yet. And I knew that it was through his job, it was through his new opportunity with the government, and I knew that he was trying to help, but I didn't trust the government. Like, I didn't like that. You're like, yeah, I knew they didn't like me because I wasn't religious. It was a lot to it, and I was mad at him. Me and SK also had a son in that life, a Pisces, right? Right. Cause we on Nova. We had a son, and I just know that I didn't want to talk to him when he was sitting on my couch. I didn't. And I know that Martin, he was staying like he was in my apartment, so he was behind my apartment. He wasn't on the same side as me. He lived in the part, the ones behind me, but it was still the same building. It was just behind me. It was on the other side of the street. You're like, yeah. So I was mad, and I took off my shoe and I threw my shoe out the window to try to get his attention because I wanted him to know it's a fight. I'm mad. You took my family. I don't give a fuck if you saying you trying to help. I don't trust these motherfuckers. You like, I don't trust it. And I let you in my house. I let you around these kids. I let you around my family. Why is this nigga just walking back and forth in this bitch, bro? Who is this spirit? What the fuck? Just walking back and forth. Nigga, are you waiting for coffee? Are you no? He's wearing all gray black boots. I don't like that, spirit. Like, I don't like that. Don't make me feel like you spying on me, bro. Don't make me feel like you just here trying to intimidate somebody. You trying to just be weird, watch around. And you're not getting no coffee, nigga. We're at the Starbucks, nigga. Are you working, nigga? No. Are you drinking something, nigga? No. What the fuck are you doing then? You look like the nigga from yesterday. What the fuck are you doing? I don't know. Like his brother, his uncle. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. His cousin, nigga. Or something like that for me, spirit. I don't like that. You ain't finna intimidate me. So nigga keep pushing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, niggas just standing there being weird. So and I know that's not you, Cancer. You like, no, not Cancer. You ain't that tall. This nigga's like, nigga almost 6 foot. Was he waiting for coffee? Yeah. I don't know. The fuck? I hope you was, nigga. Yeah. All right, let me see. I could just be tripping. You like, Tiori, don't just be. All right. All right. All right, nigga. So after it, after that, all right, let me make sure I know when a nigga suspect. Hold up. You got your coffee, you can go. You feel me? You're like, yeah. I don't like that. I got trust issues. I'm on my tens. Okay, so after that, yeah, it was like he came out the house, my house. He came out my house, left my kids in there and shit. He came out my house like, who the fuck you talking to? Because I was like, hey, get the fuck out, nigga. I was like, hey, nigga, fuck you. Like, I started being disrespectful. He was like, who the fuck is you talking to? SK was mad, right? Like, who's you talking to like that? I was talking to you, nigga. And so he came out the house, whoop the whoop, like, who the fuck is you talking to? And he had his gun, but he wasn't trying to hurt me. He put his gun down. He wasn't like pointing it at me, but he was just like, who the fuck are you talking to? And he came out there to try to scare me, and I wasn't scared. I said, I'm talking to you, bitch. That's how I was talking to you. Like, I was disrespectful. I was angry. I was fucking livid. I'm talking to you, bitch. I was like, don't ever come to my house again. I was like, I don't even know why I trusted you. I was mad. And so I remember he followed me. He was like, come back here, because he wanted to talk to me. He wanted me to know what was going on. I'm about to take the kids. I'm about to, get everybody out of here. You can stay, you can come. But I didn't want to go. I didn't want them to go. And it wasn't a conversation. He was just going to take control. I know SK. You're like, he's possessive. It's Capricorn. So this nigga wasn't trying to talk about it. He was just trying to do something. You feel me? Like, just do something about it. He didn't want to talk about it. I know. He was just telling me what he already decided. And he was willing to send people to come do it too. Like, he was willing to send people to get people out my community, but to help them. But you didn't realize that's not what you were doing. So after that, I run to this car. It's an open vehicle. And when I run to this open vehicle, I just remember I just remember the nigga SK, he was like, come back here. I said, nah, fuck you. And I saw the Capricorn Martin, and I saw a few other of the little boys. They was dressed, like I said, they had their cargo pants, their cargo shorts, their flip-flops, their tank tops. Some of them had no shirts on. I can't make it up. Some of them had no shirts on. They came out there and they was wearing their AKs wrapped around their neck. These look like no greater than 15-year-olds. You know, they're like that's the oldest they could have been was like 15, 16. These niggas came out here ready. And so I was just like, yes, 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 my little hit teams, my little boys. I've been training them well. They know what time it is. They saw us fighting. Me and SK, I get in the car first in the back seat. He tried to pull me out. I'm kicking, grabbing him by his neck and shit. I'm fighting this nigga. Trying to choke him. He ended up pulling me out the car. Now I'm on this nigga's back. I'm grabbing on his neck, trying to choke him out while I'm on his back, nigga, like a monkey. I said, no, you're not taking it. No. I was fighting. I was mad at him. And he said, get off me. He didn't even have his gun in his hand no more. He was just fighting. Get off me. And I remember I saw the Martin getting closer. I said, get him right here. And while I'm on SK's back, Martin, he take out that gun and he pop, 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 pop. He shoot SK with that AK straight in the chest. SK died instantly. He fell to the ground, and I felt like, a little hovered over him because I was on his back. Martin didn't miss. That nigga got aim. I said, I trained him well, Spirit. That's right. Spirit said SK was wrong. His energy as Malcolm X, the tourist, you was wrong, SK. Because I trusted you to come and help me, and you took over. You didn't want to help me in the location we were. We were protected there. You took them away in the past like you did, SK. You the reason why Martin lived in the U.S. You're the reason why he was being controlled, nigga, by all these people. And Spirit showed me they only killed Martin. He only was assassinated because somebody found out he killed Malcolm X. I feel like it was connected to Will Smith, though. That's it. And Gary, because we found that out. That came out. You like it, but he never went to jail for it. He just got assassinated. That's very significant. Somebody found out. It was significant. That's why that dream with me and Will and Gary was investigating him was significant because he was on the run for killing Malcolm X. You're like, yeah, and that's why he was so heavy into the no fighting. Like he didn't fight, no violence. He felt bad for killing the real Malcolm because he knew that the fake Malcolm was walking around after that. He knew that they cloned Malcolm. He knew Malcolm was dead. He knew Malcolm was missing, connected to Afghanistan. Malcolm never made it back home. He knew that. He like, as his real vessel before he died, he guilty. He feel guilty. Like that's how he feel. I've told him you're not wrong. You were supposed to do that. That was your destiny, I'm like, that was a part of your destiny. You were supposed to kill that motherfucker. Oh my gosh, he was out of control. He just wanted to control every part of my life. Like, no, he was too attached to my life. And he wanted to help me, but he did it in a controlling way. He didn't want me to stay in Afghanistan. He was trying to move me to the States, is what I see it as. And I was like, no, stop trying to be possessive and controlling. So it got him killed. And it made Martin not want to fight, not like fighting, not like doing that because he didn't want to go to jail. He said, I was scared to go to jail. I didn't want to even fight no more. But he said, I was still that hitman. And I remember, he's like, y'all trained us. We were real hitmen, real killers. And he want to say sorry. You're like, yeah. He said, I remember you. I'm so sorry. I never let that go. That's how he feels. He wants you to know that's why he was like that. He said he knows that you hated the way that I raised him. He. To be a hitman as a little boy. He said, I know that SK Soul didn't like that. I know he was trying to just give us a better way out. I know. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. You don't do that over here. That get you killed. Don't be playing with me. Nigga, I trusted you. You don't be just coming here and taking over. No, you had no rights to that. That was my lands. That was my family. You don't do that. All because you want this bitch to come home and you want to take care of some shit. Because you got money now. So it backfired. You're like, absolutely. It did. And yeah, that's it with that. Okay, after that, I saw Batman. All right, you're like, yeah. I was like, what was significant about Batman? All right, all I could think of was Brooklyn when Brooklyn said, Batman don't like that. Batman don't like that. All I can think of, Batman don't like that. Batman don't like you, Batman. That's all I can think of. She funny as hell, spit. The Batman don't like that. It's crazy. So we do laugh. She made me laugh. But I said, what's significant about Batman? Spirit says, me and Batman fell in love in the past life. The real, whoever he is on the inside, like whatever his face is, I couldn't see his face. They like, you gotta find Batman. It's so I guess it's a white man. He like, he a Gino. Man, we fell in love in the past life. And Spirit said he still want my fine ass today. That he loved me today. He trying to get me back. Like, I want this bitch. Spirit said that our love life was significant because it solved a lot of world problems. Like we did things together that solved worldly problems. And Spirit just said, we just need you to know he's still alive. He like, yeah, he still did Batman in this life. He still was Batman in this life. And he wishing for you again. He wants you back. You guys changed the world in the past. I said, no fucking way. Spirit said, yeah, yeah. And something had to do with our love. All right, so that was significant. Like, yeah, Batman. But I don't know which Batman is. He gonna find me. Yeah, he gonna see me. I'm not finna look for it. Okay, last person I saw was Russell Wilson. And I saw Russell Wilson. He was in some camping gear. It looked like he was camping. And I remember when I met Russell, I was a little girl. I was like, I couldn't drive yet. Could I? Yeah, I think I could. I think I was in 10th grade. I was like in 10th grade. And if it wasn't 10th, it was ninth. But I feel like I was in 10th because my cousin came with me, right? I think my cousin was there. If he wasn't there, he was around me at that time. My little cousin was around at that time. If he wasn't there, I would kick it with him. I feel like I was in 10th grade because I was driving. And my school and other people, we all got opportunity to go to meet Russell. And Russell was in Seattle at the aircraft. He was at this airline craft connected to Alaska Airlines. That's significant, Russell. You're like, that is. And he was answering questions and shit. And I remember I was the only one that they let get on the TV. Like I was the biggest fan, you know what I'm saying? I really loved him, like as a, you know, like a lover. I wanted to be with him at that age in 10th grade. I know you're like, what the fuck? He was probably like one of the only adults I felt like I could get one day. I'm like, yeah, because he was fine to me. I didn't feel like we was too far apart in age. And that was okay. He didn't make me feel like he would have been a pedophile. I feel like I would have fell in love with him and genuinely could have been with him. But he was already married to the white lady. And so, yeah, Spirit said, I said, yeah, what's significant about that? Spirit said, he's getting a divorce again, another one. Because the Virgo, Scorpio. They said, Russell going through another divorce. I said, no fucking way. They say, yes, he is. And I said, why? And they said, because he found out you weren't a liar. You didn't lie to him about, you know, the things that were going on in the industry and all these people connected to Sierra. Like, you didn't lie to him. He said that you caused him to change his faith, change what he believed in because you proved yourself. And he said that's why he's getting a divorce, because you didn't lie to him. He found out too much. And he's not happy and he's just not interested anymore, you know? And you're like, yeah. And they said, but he want to be connected to you again. I'm like, for real? And I said, yeah, I only got to meet him one time. But I was able to talk to him. They said he never forgot about you. He remembered that day like yesterday. And they said he still like you, like he liked me. I'm like, for real? And they said he's interested. He going through the divorce. They said we just want you to know we know Russell. But in the dream, we was camping together. We was on a camping trip. We was in the woods, you know. You like, we was camping. He had his little camp gear on. It was like a nice ass, one of the nice ass bucket hats. It was like dark green. He was wearing like military colors, but he looked good. And I was just thinking like, damn, that's crazy, because that was so long ago. Like that was over 10 years ago, almost 15 years ago, when I encountered Russell for the first time. And so, yeah, they just want me to know, like, he remember, and he's interested. I said, even though I'm polyandrous, he's like, say, yeah, he know you gonna run away. You will run away. I said, I sure will. If you don't accept this bitch, this bitch is running. This bitch is running. You stupid spirit. The bitch is running. The bitch is running. So that's everything. I hope you guys have a great day. And until fucking next time, that was so much information. Like, so much. I'm so glad I didn't have to worry about it. That man wasn't stalking me. You like, no, I don't think so. I feel like he just was antsy, waiting on his coffee or something. I don't know. I feel bad now. I'm gonna go. Have a good day. Bye.